What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro circuit. Spawning here in the top left-hand corner of Acid Plan LE, playing with the red Zerg pieces, we have a player who goes by the name of Reynor. And his opponent spawning in the cross position here on Acid Plan LE, playing with the blue Zerg pieces, current massively incredible Zerg player on the WCS Pro circuit. His name is Serral. So guys, Serral really needs no introduction whatsoever. He is currently the best player with the StarCraft Zerg pieces as it is in the world, but he is also currently the best player in all of StarCraft 2 in the world, and he'll obviously be put to the test at BlizzCon. But this guy, guys, an absolute force to be reckoned with. Incredible builds that this guy comes up with, and I would really say, guys, if you're a Zerg player, I would really follow some of his builds because this guy is just absolutely incredible. Now, his opponent, Reynor, is obviously no stranger to the Zerg pieces, one of the youngest players on the WCS Pro circuit, and this guy is going to be a rising star, at least in my opinion, guys, in StarCraft 2. I think he's going to be somebody that you're going to want to keep an eye on throughout StarCraft 2, and maybe even if StarCraft 3 gets announced, I'm sure he's going to be one of the people that's going to be right there as one of the best players out there. Now, that being said, guys, it looks like both players went for very similar builds. Hatch gas pool. The ZvZ matchup is very much so a game of mind games, and they really what it comes down to, guys, is the micro between each of the players. Comes down to a lot of things, obviously, but that's what makes StarCraft 2 so much fun to watch, and it's also so much fun to play as well, because there's so many different kinds of strategies that you can really come up with. What you'll notice, though, is that the production tab a lot of times in the ZvZ matchup is very, very similar between both players. You can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Two queens coming out, Zergling speed upgrade, and then some Zerglings. And this is what it is, guys. This is the ZvZ matchup. It is it's a lot of mind games. There is some cheese, of course, that is put into play, but for a lot of times, especially in a game number 1 of a quarterfinals of this magnitude, you're going to see a pretty standard based openers by both players. Both players are getting a lot of scouting information as well. Reynor as well as Serral, both are very much so players that love to get as much scouting information as possible. And it looks like Serral has taken a little bit of a different third base, whereas the normal third base Reynor is taking. So you kind of have that option whether to take this as your third base, or you could take this one over here. Reynor decided to take his third base in a more standard position, but there's nothing wrong with taking this third base either. I actually find it a little bit easier to control for controlling my units when I take this as my third base, but I don't think there's really any right or wrong, and we're going to see what these players decide to do here shortly. Looks like the Baneling Nest is going to be coming up here for Reynor. And it's looking like there's going to be some aggression here by Serral. Serral is moving across to the opposite side of the map. Looks like he's going to try to get a couple of snipes maybe with some of these Zerglings. He is going to start to nibble away at the third base location. It's all going to come down to the micro right here and right now. There are some Banelings that are out. Got to be really careful when you're dealing with Banelings here. A couple of those Zerglings are trying to nibble away at some of these Banelings. But really what it comes down to, guys, is all about the, it all comes down to the execution by both players. Looks like Serral is going to continue the aggression, going to get this round on this queen. Looks like he's going to get one queen for his troubles, and that was a nice pickup for Serral. And this is what Serral does so well. He's going to continue the aggression, and he's just going to try to nibble away at the economy of Reynor. And this is what, like I said, what he does so very well. Evolution Chamber is going to be coming up for Reynor. He's probably going to be getting those +1/+1 upgrades here very shortly. Serral is now happily mining on a few bases here. Looks like Reynor is going to try to get a little bit of a couple of kills on some of these drones here, but Serral is right there to take out those Zerglings if he were to try to commit there. So, looks like both players are just kind of testing the waters. They're seeing what kind of information they can get. And this is very interesting. A couple of banelings are in this corner now, and it looks like Reynor has sniffed that out. It looks like both players are really just trading blows here. I mean, they're both really almost equal when it comes to playing with the Zerg pieces. They are both extremely good at using the Zerg pieces. It looks like Serral is going to get pretty aggressive once again here. He really wants to continue nibbling away at this third base here. And I wonder if he's going to fully commit here. They are going to, it looks like Serral is going to try to keep nibbling away, but doesn't fully commit here. Roach Warren's going to be coming up here for Serral, whereas Reynor is going to go ahead and get his lair out. So, interesting the way both players are starting to play here. The composition +1's going to be coming up here for Reynor. These Zerglings are going to try to get as much scouting information as they can, and that's really what you need to do. You gotta get as much scouting information as possible. And it looks like Serral might be going for another push. He's been really testing the waters with this third base, and I think he's going to continue testing them right now. He's going to get a couple of these drones for his troubles and is just going to move out, and this is exactly what Serral does, guys. This is how Serral plays his game, and it looks like those banelings are going to be coming in here. More and more of these roaches as well as some Zerglings. A lot of kills here going down. Very nice micro there by Serral to go ahead and start getting the Ravager cocoons up while he's taking damage, and it looks like Serral really took over that part of the engagement, and he's going to start moving into the natural expansion of Reynor. The question is can Reynor hold on here? He's got more and more banelings, but these Ravagers and Roaches are so good at just completely taking those baneling hits, and it looks like Serral has completely overwhelmed his opponent right now, absolutely destroying all of these units in the natural base location as well as the third base location, and it doesn't look like Reynor is going to be able to hold on for much longer. The economy of Reynor is just absolutely being decimated at this point, and GG has been called for Reynor, and Serral takes game number 1 in a very exciting and intense fashion. I hope you guys enjoyed this game between Serral and Reynor, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.